All right, guys, July Q2. This is for my investor group up at Avenue Willow, Avenue Willow 30, one of our favorite projects up in Louisville. And so just wanted to run through everything. Transition. Uh, we learned a lot through transition of managing these properties on our own to transferring over to a new management property company. And up there, we're very pleased with what they're doing and what all they're taking on for us up there. They're doing a fantastic job, but a couple of delays. I'm just going to go ahead and give you all a little heads up. A couple of delays in some of the subsidized housing and how they fund out because of the transition. We've been waiting for almost 2 months. Q3 is going to be a much better quarter than Q1 and Q2. I made the choice not to do any distributions. Probably could have done a small distribution this quarter. I chose not to do that just because I want to make sure and get all of the funding for our subsidized housing fully intact and make sure that we've gone through and financially and my finance team has evaluated everything during this transition because it's been a little clunky. And I anticipated a little bit, but maybe not as much through the transition of getting everything set up. And to be honest with you, I take all the responsibility for that. But we're going to make sure and continue to protect you guys and profit for the long haul. In the short term, that's why we make these decisions the way that we do, because we do not make short term decisions to make us feel good for a second. We make great long term decisions so that way we feel good for a long period of time. So I hope that you all appreciate that. It's not always fun, it's not enjoyable, but it is the reality that we have to deal with. And I know you all trust me, and I appreciate that trust, and I hold that very near and dear to me. But I'm going to go ahead and run through everything as far as our financials and our accounts and everything with this property, just to keep everything in flow and keep everything fluid. And we're going to be able to position ourselves for Q3 and Q4 to really start to build back some momentum through that transition of bringing on a new property manager up there. So let's go ahead and share this. Bada boom, bada bang. Avenue Willow, here we go. And so I'm going to go ahead and just dial right into to what we've got here. We always do an update, our financial update, current balances, project update, current mortgage, any where our current market value is, any type of property progress reports, and then if there are distributions, I'll run through that with you. But like I said earlier, I'll go ahead and pull the band-aid off. There will not be any distributions going out this quarter. Where are we at currently? We have $19,897.38 in our operating account. We have $24,508.86 property management account. One of the big things that we're doing is we've got quite a bit out there. I wouldn't say in collections, but are in just delayed transfer. And it's not that they don't want to pay us; it's that because we transferred companies that were managing and transferred accounts, anytime you're dealing with what we've learned, anytime you're dealing with the subsidized housing or any type of financial aid services, it's um, it's a long process. I'll just say that. And so we're navigating those roads. Those are new roads or newer roads for us. We still love affordable housing, and these are guaranteed payments that we're going to have coming in. So that's always a beautiful thing. But that being said, it's definitely put us at a delay to be able to distribute. Usually Q1 is we pay all of our property taxes and everything, and so it's usually a slow quarter, and then we build up momentum through Q2, Q3, Q4. But Q2, just with this transition, is what has ultimately caused the delay in distribution. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to share everything with you. So here we go. But one of the things that we like to talk about is occupancy and delinquency, where we're at on there. Um, Once again, through any type of transition, these numbers kind of fluctuate a little bit. We anticipated that, but where we're at currently on occupancy is a little lower than where we want. We want to be at 90%. We're at 77, but we're rising. We've got people that are fine and filling in the gaps. This is a fantastic location. We don't have any concerns. We had concerns, but we corrected what was causing the concerns. and we've moved on from that. So we had 77% occupancy there, 14% delinquency. That's probably much lower because I got that number at the end of last week. So I'm sure that that number has gotten much lower through our process. With some of the things that we're integrating, we've got virtual assistants that are going to be coming in to help us on the collection side, which is just a part of the process. And we've got a lot of technology and AI driven things that are going to continue to help us out both with the occupancy and the delinquency. Louisville's a little bit different animal, but the good news is we will figure it out. There's no question about it, as we've already figured out a lot of it. But we've got a lot of new technology that we're also navigating right now too that we're excited about. Some project updates. This particular property, we had 6 new turns, 4 HVACs that had to be replaced. We've got a new landscaping contract. I love curb appeal. I love for our properties when we pull up for them to look just spectacular. And we've got a couple of ugly ducklings out there. This is not one of them. But so we're revamping all the landscaping contracts, and then we have a new property manager and new property management. And generally, it's going to take 3 to 6 months for everything to get back fluid again. But once again, I tell you, I'm not playing the short game. I'm playing the long game on all of our properties and on all of our investments because I'm right there invested with you. Current mortgage balance is $2,550,310.18. We have an equity position of $2,029,680 or $2,029,689.82, which still puts us in a fantastic position on this property. Very pleased with it. No distributions. Our next update will be the end of October, and a couple of new people that we've hired on, which I'm super excited about. Brian Herbert, which is actually an investor in this property, Avenue Willow. Brian and Anna Herbert are investors in this property of ours, which once again, I can't stress it enough. We're just super excited to have him on board. He's going to help us continue to create greater profitability, greater control over our expenses. We can always be improving. Historically, I've taken the lion's share of that portion of it. And so he's going to be coming in to run in tandem with me, which I'm super excited about. And then Brian Heller is our new COO. Comes with a lot of history, a lot of experience, a lot of drive and excitement about where we're going, because I brought both of these guys on to take us from where we're at now, managing about 300 million in assets, a little less than 1,000 doors, and taking us to 5,000 doors and $1 billion in assets. So that way our company can be more and more and more generous, which is the ultimate goal for, at least for my company and our vision. Not everybody has to give it all away, but I will tell you that life is a lot better when you're doing that. It's amazing how life continues to expand when you become generous. And so but you can't be generous with stuff that you don't have. So that's why profitability matters for every one of us. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you all continuing to trust me. Just know that I'm in it for the long haul, and I will make sure that we continue to build back up on this beautiful asset and get it going full throttle. And that's why I've made some of the tough decisions that I made to go ahead and make changes earlier rather than later. So that way we can get these properties back up to and then exceed even our expectations that we had initially. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.